5H, 6H, 7H, 8H, and 9H. And then the hardest. Now, so the H would be the hardest leads, and the B's would be the soft leads. And I don't know if they're going to go over those, but just so everybody knows. I do not have the 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, and 9H. So we'll work with what I have. Nor the H. I don't have the H also. I do have HB, and that's mostly common in regular writing pencils. Okay, so these pencils are mainly for use by designers, architects, and people who produce precise technical diagrammatic drawings for which a fine, accurate line is essential. And those are also mechanical pencils. It's also, but I don't know if they mention that here. Such as perspective or other projection drawings. Although the marks made with hard pencils show very little variation, it can be used in the expressive manner. As a soft pencil tone has the built use of cross-hatching system, although the result is much finer and more formal. The cross-hatching emerging out of the series of linear progressions. Systems for hard pencils. Hard pencils are mostly appropriate for drawings requiring accuracy. As we have pointed out previously, such drawings are usually done by engineers, industrial designers, graphic designers, and architects. The fine drawings are produced have to be to scale and precise so that other people such as craftsmen can follow the instructions to construct or make the design object. These drawings can be in the number of different types of perspective or parallel projection systems, ranging from flat, orthographic, plan, or elevation drawings to 3D perspective illustrations. And that's these diagrams here is what they're talking about. Okay, so the techniques that we're going to work with is over here on this side. So I'm going to transfer this paper over here so I know what I marked. I have other things marked here, but we may not get to that today. For my first hour, and so that took me almost maybe 20 minutes to read. But now we're going to work on these little different techniques here. The hard pencil marks, they have NB here, but it's for the HB, 7H, and 9H. I don't have these 7H or 9H, but I do have the HB. But I also have different mechanical pencils. Let me bring these over. I have these mechanical pencils that everyday people that everyday use, right? This one is a 0.5. This one is a 0.3, and this one is a 0.9. So what I'll do is I will use them in order so I can show you what it does. And so we're going to work on those different things. So let me bring my drawing book over here. And why do I have two of these open? I hope I don't. Okay, so let me bring this in so you guys can see this. It needs to be just a little bit closer. So how's everybody doing? Who's all here? Say hello. Maylilies. So you caught me in the reading part of this session. But now I'm going to get into the techniques. I don't know if this will keep trying to focus, but we shall see. Okay, so I'm going to put my gloves on because I don't want to get my oily hands all over everything, right? Take my watch off. I can start my music back up too, by the way, so let me get this going. Alright, so now let me get Pandora going. 20% off. Cook the ultimate feast with the Food Network Dutch oven or roast. Hopefully it's not too loud. Please let me know if it's not loud enough. I'm still knitting the shawl I was working on this afternoon, and we'll have to put it down eventually. Well, that's nice. That's really nice to hear. One of the other things that I want to try later too, probably in the drawing that I'll be working on, is using this paintbrush to push my graphite over to make it really, really soft. So we're going to try that today on my selfie drawing. Okay, so I'm into 35 minutes right now, so we're going to work on this for possibly a half hour. We're going to work on techniques. So I'm hoping other people will pop in and watch this. If not, go back and watch the video. It will be on there for 2 weeks. I don't know if I can save it. I can try to send it to YouTube, but I will probably see if I can modify it first so not every little thing is in there, but I'll see what I can do. Anyway, if it does, it's okay. We'll just have to break it down. Okay, first I want to show you what the mechanical pencils do before I go into all these techniques. For the, oh, wait, let me get one more glove. One more glove on so my hand's not touching this paper. Because the oils on our hands, they will work differently when we work on this. Okay, so see how it's trying to focus back and forth? We're going to take that focus off. Oh, wait a minute. Let me put this back in so it will grab it. Oh. See if it'll focus on this. And then we're going to take it off. And I will try to make it focus. I'm going to go in a little bit more to get closer. Alright, see if you can see that. There we go. Alright, let's see if that works. I could save it as a highlight. Oh, sweet. That will work. Okay, so this one is 0-3. It has a really fine line on it. Bring it up here. May have to refocus this here in a second. Hold on. This part is what really gets crazy when trying to make it work. Okay, so the 0.3, the mechanical pencils, they don't show this on for the techniques, but I want people to see how thin this line is. I mean, it's super thin comparing to okay, so sure. So when I just do lines straight across, I'm just barely touching the paper, by the way. I'm not pressing super hard. So it's not going to focus, is it? Come on. Okay, I'm going to try right there. Alright, so when I make these lines, and what they were talking about when you're making these lines, after a while when you're working with this, let's see if my hand doesn't mess up. Okay, after a while when you're doing this, you kind of make your lines in the same distance. And then when you go back with it, it makes it darker. And then when you go back again a different direction, it makes it even darker. And that's how they were talking about how it makes more of a darker shade. And then I can go up this direction and it would even get even darker. See how that works? Now that's the 0.3. Now we're going to do 0.5. I'm going to do the same line structure. And hopefully those lines are more parallel to each other. And then I'm going to do a different direction. I'm going to stop out here and leave that space so it's a little bit darker. Then I'm going to go a different direction with it. You can either, straight this way, or I would have to turn my hand that way, or not my hand, but my drawing supplies here. And then we're going to go straight across this way. And then it also gets darker. And then we're going to come straight down. And you can see the line difference of what it does. Now I'm going to use my 0.9 and hope my hand still works with it. So we're going to do the same thing. I'm just going to go back and forth this way. Alright, I got to pause you guys for a minute. Somebody's knocking on my door.